Shoulder pain can be coming from a few different places and be caused by a few different things. So one of the very first things that we do when we get you in the clinic for the first visit is we're going to classify what's actually causing the problem. We're going to figure out where it's coming from. So my right shoulder's been hurting. I woke up one day, wasn't sure what's going on. No changes in physical activity lately. No traumatic events happened. Haven't been carrying anything heavy extra. Haven't been changing anything up too drastically in my life. We're going to start assessing the shoulder, the neck, the upper back, and just kind of seeing what's going on from there. So once we get that figured out, we're going to, typically this will break down to one of three things are causing the pain in the shoulder itself. So you might be having pain in the shoulder, but it's actually coming from a problem in typically the lower neck. You might be having a pain in the shoulder. It might be a problem actually coming from the joints in the upper back. You might be having a problem in the shoulder. And it might actually be the shoulder's problem. And that's what we're looking at the first visit. And that's what we're looking to classify and break out treatment and rehab from there. So if we have an issue with shoulder pain coming from the neck, what does treatment look like? So from a at-home standpoint, we're going to give you one or two neck exercises to really start hammering, to start getting that neck movement back. And depending on the severity of your symptoms, how long it's been going on, that kind of stuff, go kind of slow and you can speed up a little bit depending on some different things. But typically we're going to start off by making sure that we can get some movement back in the neck. In our previous video, we discussed a lot of times we have a lot of issues trying to either look towards the painful side or lean towards the painful side. And if the issues come from the neck itself, a lot of times too, there's movement issues and discrepancies trying to move the chair straight back into a fancy term called retraction, and then all the way up into extension. So the main course for at-home treatment is going to be start trying to get these movements back and getting that to start moving better. There might be a few little tweaks and twists along with that, but that's the at-home care. While you're in the clinic, we're going to be really focusing on getting the joints in the upper back moving. We're going to be really focusing on getting the joints in the neck that are really tight and restricted moving. We're going to work on getting the joints moving and looking towards the affected side and leaning towards that affected side. We're also going to be working on trying to get pain and keep pain levels down and under control. If you've been here before or have not been here before, we have a few different techniques we use. So we've got some, typically we'll use some dry needles. If the issue is more of a neck problem, we'll do a little bit more of the dry needling. If we choose to pull out this type of treatment, we'll do more of the dry needling through the neck itself to help get that relaxed, get that help moving a little bit, help get the muscles down, help get the muscles to calm down pain-wise and get them moving a little bit better. We hook an e-stim unit up to those typically, and we just kind of let that set for anywhere from about 5 to 15 minutes. And we just really let the e-stims kind of help everything relax. And from there, typically we'll do the chiropractic adjustments for the upper back and the neck. We might do some extra muscle work. We might do some taping. We might do some other stuff. Everybody's issue is kind of different in how we treat things. We try to really individualize to each person what's going on. So if the issue is not coming from the neck and coming from the upper back, we'll really focus more on getting some mobility in the upper back. And typically, most people spend a lot of their day in various positions like this. So treatment for that is going to look very simple. We're going to try to really work on getting the motion of the upper back up and opened up and getting those joints moving. That might be some stuff we do laying down. That might be some stuff we do with a foam roller. Might be some stuff we do teach you how to do with your desk chair or something kind of along those lines. And then same thing, we get the joints moving, we get muscles calm down, we get the body healing, and we get that feeling better. If the issue is coming from the shoulder, if we move the shoulder or the neck around and that doesn't change the shoulder pain, or we have a stall out after a couple weeks, we move the upper back around and that's kind of stalled out and making further progress on the shoulder itself, then we're really going to go after the shoulder joint. And typically with a brand new onset of shoulder pain, typically we don't really need to really focus too much on getting the shoulder moving better. The shoulder will automatically or will start moving better by itself as we get the motion back to the neck or the upper back. And then all of a sudden what was once painful, ow, you'll be able to go, oh yeah, it doesn't hurt, and you can reach all the way up. But if this has been a longer term problem, typically over about 3 to 6 months, if this has been going on, the actual lack of activity through the shoulder, we do need to start addressing the mobility and the movement of the shoulder itself. And that's why we got my trusty stick of Gandalf in here. So one of the exercises we'll work on, depending on the person, like I said, everybody's presentation is different. This might be great for you, this might be terrible for you. Is really going to start working on a motion called shoulder extension, and that's getting the arm straight back behind you, typically in some variation of either palm facing the front or thumb facing the front. So it's going to be the shoulder a little bit more opened up or into external rotation, or thumb facing the front is going to be a little bit more extension with the arm or the shoulder biased to the internal rotation, working up backwards. If that's the case, that starts getting the shoulder moving, all of a sudden you can go, hey, that doesn't hurt. Great. That's going to be your shoulder mobility. That's going to be your warm up for if you're doing any kind of exercise, weightlifting, it's just painful while you sleep, we're really going to make sure that you hammer those exercises kind of around the painful periods of your life to make sure that those get less and less painful and you can do it better. So that's what treatment looks like for each of the conditions. If the shoulder pain's coming from the neck, if the shoulder pain's coming from the upper back, or shoulder pain's actually coming from the shoulder. So that's why it's very important also to classify what's going on. And if you have been having shoulder pain for some time, you've been doing exercises, you've been doing therapies for it, you've been doing different things, you're not getting the results you think you should, there's quite often that's the case where you need to look elsewhere at what's actually causing the shoulder pain, what's causing the shoulder hurt.